Hello, my name is Jay Mars, and if you're not new here, you're probably wondering, what could Blood possibly be yapping about today? Well, if you are new here, this is a place where we discover the truth, the deepest, darkest truths. But today we're going to talk about jobs and the job market. I just felt like being dirty in that intro. I had you though. I had you with that little suspense though. I had you. Yeah, we're going to talk about jobs today. Indeed hates to see me coming. Indeed, Glassdoor, whatever application website there is, they hate to see me in my resume coming because I've had I had to get a list of every job that I've worked because I couldn't off the top of my head. So we got 12 jobs in total. Yeah, 12 jobs in total, not including the 2 jobs that I work currently. We're going to start off with the first job that I've ever worked was at PacSun. Was at Pacific Sunwear at the Galleria Mall. And I don't really count that job because it was like seasonal. I worked there for probably like 2 months. But I would say my first real job was at Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese, man. Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese was my first job. It was an interesting job. Yes, before you go to the comments and ask, I did used to wear the Chucky suit. Yeah, I used to wear the Chucky suit. I'm gonna be a little myth buster for Chuck E. Cheese because there's like a rumor going around online that they recycle their pizza, shit like that. So I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of insides of what it was like working there. So yeah, we're gonna react to a couple of videos. I'm gonna give my input on what I think about what people got to say online about Chuck E. Cheese.
He was actually a homeless mouse, and he was like on the streets.
Boy, Chucky was popped. God,
he loved singing. That was like his thing because he loved.
I didn't know any of this, so this is my first time.
I'm gonna sing a song. You know what I mean? Okay. Yo, he was getting booed and shit. He saw a boy with a birthday crown on. Okay. And he decided to sing "Happy Birthday." Kids at the orphanage.
That didn't really go anywhere that I thought it was gonna go. Let's see what else we got here. These thumbnails be crazy, man. I gotta get my channel with them thumbnails for sure.
Allowed us to control an entire variable that otherwise we couldn't have controlled. And as a result, when we opened our pizza boxes and saw Frankenstein-y looking pizzas, it really told us something. It told us that there is no way that leftovers are part of this mystery. When leftovers are removed from the equation, Chuck E. Cheese's pizzas just still come out looking like this. So there must be another explanation. I'm sorry for overdoubting you.
Oh my fucking God. Yeah, that definitely was me inside that suit. Yeah. Those are definitely myths. The pizza is made fresh for sure. My older brother used to work there too. And he used to whip up the pizzas in the back. But yeah, no recycled pizzas. It definitely was an interesting first job, and I hated it. I didn't hate it, but I had some rough days working there. I used to have a manager that she claimed that the Chuck E. Cheese that I worked at was haunted. I don't know if I believe that. I definitely had some rough nights there where late nights, definitely sketchy. Late at night, not gonna lie. Nobody really there. Yeah, they used to have me mop the bathrooms, all that, all types of just bogus. Just bogus. I remember one time I was talking to this girl. This was junior year as well. I got a lot of story times from junior years, high school in general. But yeah, so I was texting this girl. We were talking back and forth. I definitely used to be super scary when it comes to girls. Not gonna lie, still, I got my game up a little bit more, but back then, man, I used to go like months in the talking stage without like securing a link. Like, what you doing? Like, bag don't. So yeah, texting this girl. I'm damn near wasting her time now that I'm thinking back on it. No links, no nothing. Yeah, I'm thinking that like me and this girl are like locked in. Like, so one day, I'm on my way to Chuck E. Cheese, right? And mind you, this is back when I didn't have a license. I didn't have shit. I used to scooter, like back when my dad or mom couldn't take me. I used to scooter down to Chuck E. Cheese just for $8.25 an hour. I'm scootering down to Chuck E. Cheese, right? Don't ask me how I'm looking at my phone and scootering at the same time, but I'm scrolling on my Instagram and I follow her Finsta. I'm in her Finsta, right? Yeah, I'm scrolling and I stop and I see a picture, and kid you not, it's her like bent over. It's her bent over with a curly hair, light skin in the background. Yeah, I was scarred. I went with my scooter, my little Polo, and I suited and booted up. Heartbroken. These hoes ain't shit. But those definitely were the days. Those were the days for sure. So yeah, that was my technically second job, first job. And then after that, let me pull the list out. When I say bent over, clothes on, it was just like little, yeah, whatever. Don't remind me. Okay, so my third job was Main Event. I love that job. I used to work at Main Event, little arcade place, bowling. Worked there. I quit there. Then I worked at Cane's. I was flipping toast, putting butter on toast. Yeah, I was doing that. Probably worked there for like a few months. Quit there. Worked at Chick-fil-A. I worked at Chick-fil-A for like a year and a half. Hella shit went down at that job. Quit that job. Worked at Cheesecake. I was working Chick-fil-A and Cheesecake at the same time. Worked at Cheesecake as a busboy. They was playing with my tips. And yeah, I quit that job. Worked at Starbucks, 2 locations. Another quick story time, right? So I used to work at the Starbucks inside, I used to work at a Starbucks inside of Tom Thumb. If y'all don't know what Tom Thumb is, because I know like my viewers in Vegas, where I'm from, we don't have Tom Thumbs. I think it's Albertsons. I was working inside the Starbucks at Tom Thumb. Previous to that, I got fired from a Starbucks standalone because I was being late and shit. Actually, yeah, it was really, I actually cried that day when I got fired because I was just like, damn, like, I keep fucking up. Like, I can't keep a job, whatever. I was in my feelings. So after that, this Starbucks, this probably top 2 worst jobs I've ever had. I'm working in the Starbucks, right? And the manager that works at this store, this lady. So I'm working, right? This is like literally my 3rd day working at this job. And she comes and she's like, we're going to have you cross training. Cross training? You know, once you hear those words. So yeah, she had me cross training. She was like, yeah, we're going to send you down to the meat department. The meat department? Meat department is crazy, but yeah, so she sent me to the meat department. It smelled so crazy, bro. It smelled so crazy. They had me wrapping up fish and all type of shit. And then she had the nerve, 3rd day working there, mind you, to come to the meat department and tell me, yeah, we have customers. So if you can just hurry it up, wrap it up. We're just going to keep going because that's going to get me triggered. So yeah, I worked there. I worked at UPS. That was a Canon event. My little brother wants to work there so bad. I don't know why. But yeah, worked there. Quit the out of that job. Worked at Saltgrass, which is a steakhouse. I spilled soda on a lady. I was a waiter. I was getting little tips, you know what I'm saying, here and there. Little snow bunny moms was fucking with me. One day I spilled a whole tray of drinks on a lady, and yeah, I was like, I'm so sorry, ma'am, I am so sorry. And she didn't even look me in the eye, walked out, and yeah, I quit that job. I worked at Sprouts, which is a farmer's market. I worked at Kava, and now I'm here. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah. So that's 12. You can 14 jobs if you count the ones I have now, which is, mark my words, gonna be my last job. Cause we finna go to the moon. I just wanted to end the video kinda on the job market. I know the job market right now is crazy. It's insane. I know like some of y'all out there are really struggling to find places to work. And y'all probably looking at me like, this motherfucker, 14 jobs and I can't find one job. This is over the span of years, so. But yeah, I get it. It's tough out there. And that's why I wanted to end the video off by saying, chase your dreams, bruh. Like, chase your dreams. Chase your dreams, twin. I'm feeling more warmed up now that it's about getting them reps, bro. You gotta get the reps in. Whatever you're trying to do, just get the reps in, because once you get in that motion, think about it. If you clock into a job, you have to start off training, right? You feel uncomfortable when you first start at a job. You got to get into the motions until you can start getting that check. Until you can start getting paid, you got to get comfortable, and it's repetition. You got to clock in, clock out, clock in, clock out. Treat your passion with the same system. Put in the reps, and hopefully your passion can fund your life and pay for your bills, and so you don't have to keep searching for jobs. And unless your passion, whatever your passion is aligned with a 9-to-5, there's totally nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I think I'm kind of one of those people where I never see myself working, even though I've worked so many jobs. I never see myself working a 9-to-5 like in the future. So yeah, I'm really just running with the content shit, and hopefully in the process I can possibly inspire some people. But we'll have to see. I know I've been saying I'm gonna do some cookups, but two jobs. So yeah, we going. There's a lot to do. I'm excited to start dropping more put together videos, more polished. It'll be an era, and yeah, y'all be able to see that. So another thing I did want to mention is I just dropped, this is like the third video. Well, this is the fourth video that I'm going to be dropping, but the third video that I dropped, the I don't do crack, people are finding it somehow. I guess it's hitting the recommended, and it's so cool to see. I'm getting comments and stuff like that. So I appreciate the comments. If you want to drop a comment, drop me a little paragraph. Give me a story time in the comments. That'll do wonders for the algorithm. And yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all.